Hello y'all, welcome to another weekly vlog. It's been a while since I've done a weekly vlog because with Summerween I was doing daily vlogs, and then I've done some just like evening in my life or days in my life vlog. But we're back with the weekly vlogs because I'm starting more of a routine now. I'm not just sitting at home all summer, which may have been entertaining for some people, but I was finding no joy in vlogging that. But because I'm going back to school, back to being a teacher, I am finding some joy in this routine. This week's weekly vlog is going to have a mixture of some back to school things. It's obviously going to have reading. It's going to have balancing my life in multiple areas, including some theater obligations. So let's just talk about what's going on right this second. It's about 3 o'clock on Sunday, the 30th of July. We're going to start our weekly vlogs on Sundays, I think, because it gives me a chance to reset before the week starts and I don't just jump into school without really having time to talk to y'all. So I just got back from what is technically my in-person August book club meeting, and we discussed You Could Make This Place Beautiful by Maggie Smith, the poet, not Professor McGonagall. And this is a memoir about her life post-divorce, and I feel like most people who were at book club enjoyed it for the most part. I was an odd one out because I did not enjoy this book at all, but I also don't think it was written for me. And because it's a memoir, I'm not gonna like give it a star rating anywhere, but it just wasn't a book for me. Lots of people enjoyed it, and some of the writing is really beautiful and makes me want to read her poetry. She is coming to BookFest, so my plan is to get a book of her poetry and listen to her panel and maybe get her to sign my book. Not every book is for every person, and I feel like it was a book that she needed to write for her healing and grieving and moving on process, so I'm glad that it is doing well and people are finding enjoyment in it. Anyway, here's the two options. They're both parts of fantasy series. So we've got Children of Fallen Gods, which is the second book in the War of Lost Heart series by Carissa Broadbent. If I pick this one up, I'm gonna have to look up a YouTube refresher on the first book because I remember most of it, but not all of it. She thick. If I pick this one, I can read from the physical book or I can read it on my Kindle. And then I've also got Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, which is book 4 in the Throne of Glass series. Also quite chunky, and I would need to read this one physically because I don't have this one on Kindle. I'm also listening to Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers on audio. So I've got that going right now as well. And since I'm doing a lot of work in my classroom over the next couple of days, I can listen to that while I work, while I drive back and forth to work, all that stuff. So, you know, it's gonna be an entertaining time. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the first week back to school is not fun because it's just teacher in service, and for those of us that have been in the district a long time, it's a lot of repetitive stuff. I'm teaching a new grade level along with the grade level I previously taught before, so I've taught 7th grade math ever since becoming a staff member at the school I'm currently working at, but this year I'm adding 8th grade onto my load. So that's going to be new and require some studying on my part, but I am really excited to go into this year. I have some students that I taught last year in 7th grade who are going to be in my 8th grade class, and I don't know, I'm trying to stay very optimistic and positive about the new school year and not get overwhelmed or let negativity drag me down. I'm really excited about my classroom. We're gonna get a lot done in there tomorrow, hopefully. I've got several things I need to make on my Cricut, but I have been babbling for quite a while, so I'm going to leave this part of the vlog and go ahead and get some stuff done. Hello. I just did a whole lot of laundry and I did everything I needed to do in the cat room, which is over there. Here is how you know school is about to start. Do you see all of the stress acne? Yep, it's starting. My face knows it's starting. There's nothing I can do about it. But I'm about to make dinner, which is meal prep. Normally during the school year, I meal prep on Sundays and Wednesdays. I meal prepped yesterday just because I had gotten groceries and, you know, why not? And it turned out really good. So I'm gonna go heat it up and I'll show it to you. So my meal prep this week was supposed to be just broccoli, sweet potato, and salmon, but I didn't have enough broccoli, so I added some frozen corn in there. But the salmon I did with this seasoning that I found at Sam's Club, this black cherry chipotle. Oh my gosh, it's game changing. I cannot wait to try it on chicken. Excuse the dirty counters. But anyway, it's delicious. I've got 2 more of these, so I'll be having this for dinner tomorrow night and also on Tuesday night. And then I will meal prep something new on Wednesday. Hello guys, welcome to my classroom. Some of y'all were around at the end of last school year and it obviously looks different. They painted the walls and I moved my desk to a different location. I'm really enjoying where I have things now, but I have been hard at work almost all day. I have been doing a lot of stuff on my Cricut, so I'll show you that in a second. And then Brent came and helped me move the desks. I have a lot of students this year, so it was really hard to come up with a desk formation that was going to work for everybody, and I still have a lot of work to do, but I got some big Cricut pieces done today, and just everything is kind of a work in progress, but I'll show you what all I got done today. There will be some more stuff that goes on the wall for the beginning of the year, but I try and leave my walls somewhat blank so that there's room for anchor charts. As the year goes on, the walls will get kind of wallpapered in math anchor charts, but I'm really thankful to have this day to just kind of get stuff done because I feel very overwhelmed. There is still so much to do. I stocked my fridge up with my Alani News and my Diet Cokes. I had lunch here and I'm gonna get back to work. All right, my friends, I'm home from work. I've been home for a little while. I've been watching TV and catching up on some YouTube, but I am so tired. I didn't sleep great last night, and I meant to start Queen of Shadows, but I was like really tired, and so I tried to go to bed, but then I couldn't sleep. And I get like this quite frequently when a change in my schedule is about to occur. So obviously a huge change in my schedule is about to occur. If you can't tell, my face is also reacting to the stress because it is breaking out. So I'm gonna shower in just a little bit and do a exfoliating mask, and hopefully that will help with some of the breakouts. I'm like, if I'm this tired after not even like having to go to meetings or actually do like real teacher stuff, then I am in for a whirlwind of a week. We have got so many meetings tomorrow. We were told that we could dress comfy though. So I think tomorrow there's like a whole photo booth setup thing. So I'm gonna dress like halfway cute tomorrow so that I can take pictures at the photo booth. But the rest of the week, like it's gonna be yoga pants and bike shorts with t-shirts because I'm not dressing professional until I have to. I'm aware that this mask looks absolutely horrific. I look like I'm a vampire, but it really, really does wonders. So I exfoliated and then I put this peeling mask on, and that might be too harsh and abrasive, but like, I don't know what's going on around my mouth. It's really ugly and I don't like it. And I go back to work tomorrow and I'm sure the district will be taking pictures. So I'm trying to do everything in my power to not look like that. But once I take it off, I'm gonna get in bed and actually start reading Queen of Shadows. It kind of matches my face, to be honest. And I really hope Manon is near the beginning because she's my favorite. Hi guys, happy Tuesday. I'm back home from work. I just got my Shein haul in, which that video will be posted already. Hopefully it does well. I know that I mostly post bookish content, but I'm gonna post a Shein haul. And this is one of the dresses. I think it is absolutely adorable. Some of the quality feels weird and like the textures of the clothes feel weird, but I feel like for teaching, they're so cute. I'm gonna put up with it anyway. But I'm about to put this stuff up and decide what I'm wearing tomorrow, and then make dinner and read. And now I know I started Queen of Shadows last night, but hear me out. My hold on one of my book club books came in, and that meeting is on the 18th, so I would rather just go ahead and read my book club book and take notes while I'm reading it, and then I can come back to Queen of Shadows since I own it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing this evening. And then tomorrow is another day full of meetings. We had meetings all day today. We did like a little team building activity this morning, and then we just went through like all of the code of ethics and the handbook and all of that stuff that we normally do. Hello, Zelda. And we got some work done in our rooms. I picked some stuff up that I got printed at Office Depot that I need to laminate and hang tomorrow. I'm gonna have a little Ted Lasso inspirational quote corner of my room. I'm just really happy with the way things are coming together, and I definitely have some nervousness about certain situations going into the school year, but I'm trying my best to be positive, to make my classroom as calm and inviting as I can, and to really make sure that I am prepared on my end for both expectations, procedures, math content, so that my students can make a seamless transition into the next grade. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll let y'all know when I start the house in the Pines.
The person you were, I just love that. Oh, I loved other birds as group.
Good morning, y'all. It is not even 7 o'clock, and I'm in my classroom. We literally have meetings all day long, and so I'm not gonna have time to work in here if I didn't get it here early. And I have some stuff that I want to laminate today so that I can get it on the wall while I wait for some of my other decorations to come in the mail. I'm gonna get some Ted Lasso inspirational posters put up behind me, and then I just have some like math things I need to laminate and put up, like place value and multiples and that kind of thing that technically 7th and 8th graders should know, but after working here for many years with this age group, we still don't know that. And don't even get me started on fractions. I'm gonna have to do something to help these kids with fractions on the wall somewhere. But yeah, I'm gonna listen to Vera Wong while I get some work done, and I will check in with y'all later. I am wearing bike shorts today and my cute little math headband and some little apple earrings, but I brought a sweatshirt because my classroom, the air only works if it's on like 55, so I'm gonna freeze today, but that's okay. I'm gonna get an Alani Nu out of my fridge and get to work. Okay, everybody, back in my classroom. It is Wednesday, and I got a few more things done. It's looking very bright and cheery, but let me show you what all I've done today while listening to Vera Wong's Unsolicited Guide for Murders, which I am finding quite enjoyable and quite cute, and I think I only have a couple hours left. But anyway, let me show you what I've done. I downloaded this bundle of Ted Lasso quote posters. So some of them I just found very inspirational, so I'm putting this above my turn-in trays, because I don't settle for fine, I settle for excellence. So that's just a good reminder. A teacher donated these 2 extra hanging whiteboards to me, and I haven't found a spot for them, and I don't have a way to hang them yet, but they will be going up soon. I also inherited this podium, which I'm very grateful for. You've seen all of this. Over here, I have my multiples charts, because my students still don't know what a multiple is in the 7th grade, and so we just need to be able to refer to this and know that 4 can be multiplied and turned into all of these numbers, but also all of these numbers can be divided by 4. And then I have a place value chart up there because, again, they should know place value by this point in their education careers, but a lot of them don't. So that'll be up there. I will go over it, and then it is their responsibility to know it, because by 7th and 8th grade, those standards have already been taught. I got that banner hung on my desk. I think I showed y'all this already. I started that bulletin board, but I don't have border for it yet. I put the Be Kind up. I've got my Treat People with Kindness and my sticker store, which will be stocked later. There's my mirror, and there's me. And then the last addition I've made today is the rest of my Ted Lasso posters I put back here. I know Ted Lasso is not the most appropriate show for kids this age. Some of them have probably already seen it, but these don't really lend to like recognizing the characters or anything. They're just very inspirational. So you say impossible, but all I hear is I'm possible. Smells like potential. I don't know why my hands are so dirty right now. We've been working with dry erase markers and stuff all day. Doing the right thing is never the wrong thing. I suppose the best brand is being yourself. Be a goldfish, one of my favorites, and be curious, not judgmental. So that's just my little behind my desk area. And right now my desk is very open, which I'm hoping it can stay that way. I have a tendency to be the kind of person that just makes piles. So we're trying not to make piles this year, but I'm just loving how open it feels, and it's getting close to having kids in here. Oh, I also printed out seat numbers. So that is everything I've gotten done. Still more to do, but I could teach a class right now. Hello, friends. It's Thursday, almost 5 p.m., and I haven't gotten a chance to vlog yet today. There's my Shein order that I haven't hung up yet. I told y'all it's 5 p.m. cracking out an Alani Nu. I'll tell you why in just a second. Y'all have probably heard me say I'm tired after this week 100,000 million times, because the first week back to school, no matter what, I am teacher tired, and I don't even have students yet, and that's what's stressing me out right now. Today, I just didn't really have time to vlog because we were in so many trainings. We were in our active shooter training, which is never my favorite one. We had a big old math meeting. I had like the smallest amount of time to work in my room. So I just haven't had time to update y'all. But I did start the house in the Pines. I read 13 pages before I was too tired to continue on. And because of the fatigue that I always struggle with at the beginning of the school year, I decided I'm going to keep a little reading journal for this book since it's for a book club and I want to remember what I'm reading. So I'm using GoodNotes to just kind of keep a little like chapter by chapter journal. I don't know if you can see this at all. So I just have like prologue and any thoughts I have. I have notes I'm making about the characters. I have little pictures of what I think the characters are going to look like. And yeah, just like questions and observations. So that way I can remember what I read when we get to discussion topics. But drinking an Alani Nu because not only is it the first week of school and I'm tired, but I have a show tonight at a new restaurant and I also need to look over my script. But right now I'm just about to get my makeup kind of touched up and redone before I have to go perform. And I can tell you that after this show, I am going to come home and crash in that bed right there. So hard. I've never done this venue before. It's called Crabs. It's like a seafood place. And they usually feed us at shows, so I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner yet, but tomorrow I will give you guys like the final tour of my classroom before I have kids in it. There's a lot to do tomorrow, like printing off rosters and making my seating charts and making sure I have all of my materials ready for the first day and that kind of thing. So tomorrow's gonna be very busy. I do have a data meeting in the middle of the day, but other than that, it's just a lot of time to be able to get ready for our students. Oh, and I have an Apple meeting tomorrow, but that's what's going on. When I get home, I'll probably read a little bit of House in the Pines and then fall asleep.
So please join us for something else. We do this, we do private parties, Christmas is coming. Get to the good part, where's Team McLean? Right here.
All right, y'all, are you ready to see my classroom as ready as it's gonna be before school starts? Because I'm gonna show you. Okay, so you walk in, got my required things right there. Turn-in trays, my old printer I can get rid of. My Roy Kent quotes. I will write the agenda up there on Monday. I put a little bit of sparkle on my podium. This is my little student center. I think I showed y'all this the other day. I hung anchor chart paper and I've got some math stuff hung up there. I added my calculators, test dividers. I put this pink number line up today. All of the desks have handbooks and numbers on them ready to go. I do need to fill out my sticker store. All this is ready. I'm gonna print some schedules and bell schedules to put up there. We've got Be Kind back here at my desk. I've covered up some student information, but you know, I'm just gonna try and keep things less cluttered. I got this clicky keyboard, which makes me happy. My new printer came in today. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Saturday, happy end to this weekly vlog. And I just have to let you guys know that it is hot in Mississippi. It is hotter than pretty much any summer I can remember. I'm miserable. Our AC units are working so hard to keep up with the heat. It is 102 degrees outside right now, and my apartment will not go lower than 83 during the time of the day where the sun is shining. So I am doing everything in my power to stay cool, which is basically taking cold showers, eating cold food, drinking cold drinks, and sitting in front of my fan. But I did want to give you guys a reading wrap up because I didn't talk much about reading this week. Pretty much every time you saw me, I was in my classroom or working on school stuff. So I started Queen of Shadows, which I had to put down on the back burner because my book club book, The House in the Pines, came in through the library. And I have started that, but I'm not very far in it. But while I did all of my work in my classroom, I did finish Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murders, which I thought was precious. I think I'm giving it a 3.75. It wasn't quite like in that almost favorite 4-star category, and it wasn't an all-time favorite, but I thought it was really cute. I thought all of the characters were very endearing. I did not guess the murder at all. I thought it was cozy. I thought it was charming. I loved all of the cultural significance in the book. I love the kind of weird, bizarre, all of the suspects become a found family thing. I definitely thought it was going to go to like a darker solution for a second, but I'm really happy with the way the book came on. And does anybody know if that's going to be a series or are there going to be any more Vera Wong books? Yeah, I'm going to let y'all go and I will start another weekly vlog tomorrow, which will be like the first real week of school with students. So I'm sure it's going to be hectic, but I'm going to try and get my book club book read and I'll let you guys know what audiobook I'm starting. I hope you have a wonderful week wherever you are. And if you watched all the way to the end of this vlog, why don't you leave me any emoji that has to do with school? So the teacher, the 100, the apple, whatever you want. School bus. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more bookish content from me, please make sure that you're subscribed, like, leave a comment. I love interacting with you guys in the comments. And as always, all of my social media is linked in the description box below. Bye guys.